like I always tell my students, every Kizomba song or every Semba song comes with its own energy.
Yeah.
Right? Some songs will require you to be much more energetic. Others will require you to be a bit more bubbly. Others more passionate. Others more seductive.
Bringing us to MYD Heart for today, we're talking about the dance of love with Armando, who is a Kizomba and Semba dance teacher at Forever Dance Studio. I met Armando in university years ago, and now the man is teaching the dance of love, and he's going to share with us, what this dance is all about. Hey, Armando.
Hey, Cooper.
How are you? You still call me Cooper since university. How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. I'm well.
Yeah? You good?
I'm absolutely on top.
That's amazing. All right, so let's talk about this. You teach Kizomba. I've been seeing it on social media.
Yeah.
You've been, teaching people and, just the dynamics and, just the dance on its own. So tell us about, the Kizomba dance culture and how it can rekindle that spark of passion in a relationship, because it is a passionate dance as well.
It is a lovely passionate dance. And if we have to look looking at your question, how you can infuse it into your relationship and how you can add some spark to it. In general, when people come together, of course, there's already that togetherness. So coming together already on its own, it's romance.
Yeah.
Add the inclusion or the infusion of Kizomba music, which has a very soft, serene, very calm, very soothing, and it just creates to that ambience, you get what I'm saying? And it just really puts you more on a more sentimental level, and it helps you connect more
with your partner. Yes.
And that, of course, is how Kizomba can rekindle your spark. Being together, being in close proximity, of course, with your partner, holding each other, embracing each other, getting that feeling of love. And that's basically it.
We were talking about the different, because I was a bit confused. You mentioned there is different types of Kizomba dances. There's the Tarashinha, which I know that's the slower version of it. Please explain to us what the difference is between Kizomba, Semba, and Tarashinha.
Well, that's a very popular. How can I say? It's a good question. Let's start with that. It's a good question, and a lot of people get confused with the three because they use it synonymously.
Yeah.
They use Tarashinha synonymously with Kizomba. So I'll start with Semba.
Yes.
Because if there was no Semba, there was going to be no Kizomba. Kizomba comes from Semba. And here's a fun fact.
Okay.
Kizomba actually means to party.
Oh.
Yeah. In one of the dialects of Angolan languages, which is Kimbundu, which means to party. So if somebody says Kizomba, actually means let's
party. Okay.
Okay, good. Like I said, Kizomba comes from Semba. Now, the difference between Kizomba and Semba comes in the musicality. Semba is produced with more traditional raw materials like the drums, the percussions, the actual, Kizomba, when it comes to musicality, is electronic. Everything is on the computer, digital, and all that.
So Semba is more live instruments, and then Kizomba is produced in studio.
Exactly. And to further break down the difference is that Semba always speaks about dilemmas, not love situations, political situations, social issues, things that happen in society, daily lives, stories, dramas.
Yeah.
And Kizomba always speaks about love.
Talks about love.
Always speaks about love.
Yeah.
It's not Kizomba if it's not
if it's not
love
talking
related.
about love. Yeah. I've actually noticed that. Yeah.
So that's how you can differentiate between the two, of course, by the musicality and, of course, by the way they dance it. Right?
So Semba is a bit faster and Kizomba is a bit slower.
Predominantly, yes. That is one of the distinct characteristics that you look for. Semba is more faster. It's flamboyant, energetic, exciting. However, you also find slow Semba.
Yeah.
But predominantly, that's the character that's identified with it. Kizomba, it's much more slow, much more mellow, intimate, very serene, very passionate.
What about Tarashinha, Armando?
And
what about
now
Tarashinha?
we come to the troublemaker. This has been a troublesome dance when it comes to the Namibian community, because that's all that they've been seeing is Tarashinha. They haven't really seen Kizomba holistically, because in actual fact, Tarashinha is part of Kizomba. When people dance Kizomba, there's a light element of Tarashinha. Now there comes varying degrees of how intense you want Tarashia to be.
Exactly.
And like people have been seeing the very intense version of Tarashia. That's why Kizomba has been associated with a very sexual dance, a dance that can only be danced between couples, husband and wife,
intimately
and
involved.
lovers who are intimately involved.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely not true. You know what I'm saying? That is a notion that I have that is absolutely wrong. So yes, Tarashia is a small branch of Kizomba, but makes part of Kizomba, and it is very sensual.
Yeah.
But like I said, there are different intensities and degrees of how to.
So you only teach Kizomba and Semba. You don't do Tarashia.
I teach Kizomba and Semba, and Tarashia, like I said, it makes part of Kizomba, so I also teach it as well.
Okay, cool.
However, over the years, Tarashia has become distinctively a dance on its own because it became so popular as well, and it also became a dance on its own. And there are songs that are just strictly Tarashia as well. And then Kizomba songs, and yeah.
All right, Armando, so dancing can often, dancing with your partner or dancing with, anybody, can often, be used to unveil different sides of intimacy and joy in a relationship. What ways can that be when it comes to Semba, which is also a type of dance that you do?
Yeah, well, okay, let's unpack.
Why are you getting so nervous talking about it? It's like you're getting a little bit nervous.
Can you read it to me again?
So dancing together, it often is used to unveil certain sides, different sides of intimacy between two partners, and also brings about joy and happiness in that relationship. So what ways can that be when it comes to Semba? Because Semba is different from Kizomba.
Okay.
Can you still, incorporate a fruitful, happy relationship with the Samba dance, basically?
Samba dance, definitely. So again, to unpack it, like I always tell my students, every Kizomba song or every Samba song comes with its own energy.
Yeah.
Right? Some songs will require to be much more energetic. Others will require to be a bit more bubbly. Others more passionate. Others more seductive. You know what I'm saying? So with each song, with each melody it brings about, it invokes, if I could use that.
Ooh, evokes. Hey.
It invokes a kind of attitude, right? So not all the songs will give you the same energy. So different songs will give you different feels to it. So if you wanted to jazz up really your night with your partner, don't just play random
Kizomba music,
tracks.
yeah.
You would have to prepare yourself, listen to it in advance, and see, okay, fine, this is a very lovely mellow tune, very passionate, I like this. So I'll take this track, I'll take that track of Nelson Freitas, and then you make your playlist. You just don't put on YouTube and say, Kizomba music, it's going to give you a whole lot of different vibes, and it's not going to really be that, if you want that mellow, romantic, candlelight situation.
Okay,
And when it comes to
Armando.
Semba, of course, like I said, Semba can also be used as can be danced amongst couple to also rekindle or to spark anything, because Semba is more on the fun side.
On the fun side.
If you ask anybody that dances Kizomba and Semba, when it comes to Semba is very exciting.
I'm thinking I must start joining your classes, because I also want to learn how to dance, because I've been doing it wrong all these years. I thought I knew how to dance Kizomba, but clearly I don't, because I've been watching your videos and I've been doing it wrong all this time. So Armando, if anyone who's listening right now would like to join your classes, how can they join, and how often do you have classes throughout the week?
Well, how can they join? The popular question that I always have is, do you have intakes? Because normally when it's in the middle of the year, they probably are with doubt whether I get intakes or not. Well, our intakes are non-stop and every day. We take intakes all the time, newbies all the time, so you don't have to worry about waiting for the beginning of a year or the beginning of a month or whatsoever. Our classes, my classes, on weekends.
Okay,
Saturdays,
only on weekends.
For now,
okay.
Only on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. So on Saturdays, beginners class starts at 4 till 5, and from 5 the advanced lesson starts from 5 till 6. And on Sundays we start a bit earlier. We start on Sundays at 3 till 4 for the beginners, and then from 4 till 5 for the advanced.
Okay.
Now where to find us? We are in Pioneers Park, Extension 1. Chapman Street.
Chapman Street.
At West Lane Complex, West Lane Lifestyle Shopping Center. That's where we are, on the upper studios.
Okay.
And of course, if you want to find us on social media, you can find us on Facebook and on Instagram under the name of Forever Dance Academy.
Forever Dance.
For both pages. And of course, we're Googleable.
We're Googleable. I like that.
Find us on Google.
Googleable. Armando, it was so nice to see you. And thank you for coming through. Maybe you can show me a couple of moves after we're done with this interview. I'm going to play a Kizomba song right now. Christopher the Grand, a local artist, amazing vocals. The song is called Maria Nella, and it brings our MYD heart to an end for today. This is 99 FM.
Don't panic. I'll follow you.
Completamente